Some 18 to 20 years ago, former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair famously made a pledge to have 50% of young adults progress into a higher education by 2010. This target seems to have been enthusiastically embraced by the Welsh Government, because latest figures show that we are close to achieving that target in Wales. However, Cabinet Minister, the problem lies in that almost half of our new graduates are working in non-graduate jobs. Does the Cabinet Secretary not agree that this shows a significant mismatch in the education students receive and the skills needed for industry?
No, I do not believe that to be the case. I want to ensure that Welsh domiciled students that have the academic ability and the desire to study at a higher education level have the opportunity to do so, and are supported by the most generous system of student support in the United Kingdom.
Well, I thank you, Cabinet Secretary, for your answer. We in UKIP believe that many students would be better off following another route to their desired career path. In other words, education should be more closely linked to employability rather than pure educational qualifications. Given such statistics as those quoted in the Wales section of the Employer Skills Survey of 2017, which shows a sizable increase in the proportion of skills shortage vacancies in the construction sector, for instance, some 40% of the vacancies in the Welsh construction industry are down to skills shortages. Is it not time, Cabinet Secretary, that a much greater emphasis should now be made into getting our children into vocational education?
Well, perish the thought, Presiding Officer, that we should value education for education's sake. Can I just say the Welsh Government is committed to a comprehensive reform of post-compulsory education and training, which looks to break down the barriers between higher education, further education, work-based learning, apprenticeships, to allow students to be able to have more flexible learning opportunities. I recently met a little boy who said his aspiration was either to do an apprenticeship or to go to university. I hope by the time he's 18 that he won't have to choose. He will be able to do a higher degree apprenticeship by both training on the job and being in university.
Well, again, I thank the Cabinet Secretary for her answer. Regional labour market reports published by the Welsh Government also have an interesting story to tell with regard to skills shortages. My region, South East Wales, has its highest skills shortage vacancies in the sectors of manufacturing, construction, transport and communication, whereas the Mid Wales region, where of course your constituency lies, the region constituency is located has a somewhat different picture. Business services, transport and communications having the highest skills shortage vacancies in that part of Wales. This would suggest that the vocational training given to our students should have a regional approach. Even in rural areas, they should not concentrate exclusively on agriculture. Cabinet Secretary, is the educational sector aware of this diversity, and is it adequately addressing these needs, particularly with regard to the vocational sector?
Of course, Presiding Officer, the member is right to say that different areas of Wales will require different skill sets to respond appropriately to the economy in that area. And I would refer the member to the statement given by my colleague yesterday, the Minister for Skills and Lifelong Learning, which spoke of the reform to the way in which we are funding, for instance, further education to better align college provision with the requests of the Regional Skills Partnership and local businesses, so there is a greater synergy between what college courses are on offer in a local area to meet the skills needs of the employers.